I'd like to honor a dear friend of mine. I can't tell you how much I admired his work. Tom Cruise broke his silence in an ultra-rare appearance.
In a heart-stopping moment that has left the world breathless, never-before-seen footage of Val Kilmer in his final days has emerged, sending shockwaves through Hollywood and igniting a torrent of emotion among fans. In less than 3 minutes, this intimate glimpse into his private farewell has captured the hearts of millions and sparked a debate about art, legacy, and privacy. The leaked video has quickly become a cultural phenomenon, a raw and unfiltered window into the soul of one of cinema's most enigmatic figures, Val Kilmer, whose career spanned decades and whose roles touched the lives of millions, appears in the footage not as the larger-than-life hero of blockbuster films, but as a man confronted by the inevitable final act of his earthly journey. In the quiet, solemn moments captured on camera, Kilmer's eyes speak volumes. They are the eyes of an artist who has faced innumerable challenges, both on screen and off, and who now seems to be embracing his destiny with a serenity that belies the chaos of the world outside his door. Every frame of the video exudes a mix of vulnerability and quiet strength. There is a profound intimacy in the way he interacts with those around him, his family, close friends, and even the silent audience that now spans the globe. The soft cadence of his voice, slightly strained by the toll of his prolonged battle with throat cancer, carries with it a timbre of both resignation and acceptance. In one fleeting moment, he turns his gaze to the camera, a gentle smile touching his lips as if to convey a final message to the world. That life, in all its fragility, is an art form whose echoes remain long after the final curtain has fallen. This image, captured in a private moment of introspection, has become an instant symbol of both the human condition and the eternal nature of creativity. Throughout his storied career, Kilmer captivated audiences with performances that transcended the confines of traditional celebrity. He once remarked, "Life is a fragile thing, but art lives forever," words that now seem to echo hauntingly through the quiet room of his final hours. Those who have followed his journey over the years recall his fearless commitment to embodying characters that were as multifaceted as they were unforgettable, from the icy resolve of Iceman in Top Gun to the unpredictable charm of Doc Holliday in Tombstone. In each role, he revealed layers of a personality that oscillated between intensity and vulnerability, a duality that has only grown more poignant in light of the leaked footage. The circumstances surrounding the release of the video remain shrouded in mystery. Speculation runs rampant as to whether the recording was meant to serve as a private memento for those closest to him, or if it was part of a larger, more deliberate statement on mortality and legacy. Some insist that the footage was intended to be a final, personal testament, a farewell message carefully crafted by Kilmer to capture his last moments in a manner that reflected his lifelong dedication to art. Others argue that the video was surreptitiously intercepted and distributed without his consent, a violation of his privacy that has ignited heated debates about the ethics of posthumous exposure. Despite the uncertainty, what remains indisputable is that the video resonates with an authenticity that transcends the circumstances of its acquisition. In the soft glow of the living room where the footage was captured, every detail contributes to a narrative that is as rich and layered as Kilmer's own illustrious career. The play of light and shadow across his face reveals a story of triumph and sorrow intermingled, a testament to the relentless passage of time and the inevitable decline that accompanies even the brightest stars. His measured words, interspersed with moments of reflective silence, suggest that he had long contemplated the nature of existence. He once confided in an interview, "I've lived 1,000 lives on screen, but the real story is the one they never saw," a sentiment that now feels especially resonant, as viewers are granted a rare and unfiltered look at the man behind the myth. For fans, the footage is both a tribute and a painful reminder of the finite nature of life. Social media platforms have become a digital gallery of grief and celebration, where tributes pour in from around the world. Emotions run high as thousands share memories of Kilmer's groundbreaking roles, his magnetic screen presence, and the personal impact his work has had on their lives. The emotional outpouring is as much a celebration of his artistic legacy as it is a public mourning of his loss. In countless heartfelt messages, fans echo his own words, finding solace in the belief that his art endures beyond the confines of his physical existence. His legacy, it seems, is as much about the indelible mark he left on the world of cinema as it is about the profound human experience he so eloquently embodied. Amid the surge of tributes and speculation, a deeper conversation has emerged regarding the sanctity of a person's final moments. The footage raises poignant questions about where the boundary lies between public fascination and the right to privacy. While many see the video as a moving homage to Kilmer's life and career, others argue that such intimate moments should remain sacred, preserved only for those who truly understood the man behind the legend. This debate has sparked discussions in journalistic and artistic circles alike, as observers grapple with the tension between the public's insatiable curiosity and the enduring need for personal dignity. In an age where the digital world has made privacy a relic of the past, the leaked video serves as a stark reminder that some moments are too precious to be shared without consent. Within the footage, there is a palpable sense of introspection, as if Kilmer was engaging in a silent dialogue with his own mortality. His eyes, often described as windows to the soul, reveal layers of introspection and an unspoken farewell to the world he once illuminated with his talent. In one particularly striking moment, his gaze lingers on a family photograph, a small smile playing on his lips, as if he were recalling a cherished memory from a lifetime of experiences. This silent act of remembrance has struck a chord with viewers, who interpret it as a final, heartfelt goodbye, a parting gesture that encapsulates the bittersweet nature of life and the inevitability of loss. In private interviews conducted over the years, Kilmer often spoke about the interplay between life and art, emphasizing that every performance was not merely a role, but a fragment of his own essence. "Death isn't an end, just another role to play," he once observed, a reflection that now resonates with chilling clarity. His words suggest a belief that the transition from life to death is not a cessation, but a transformation, a continuation of the journey that is defined by the legacy one leaves behind. For those who have followed his career, this philosophy has always been a central theme, and the leaked footage only amplifies its significance. It is as if the video was an unintentional, final act in a performance that spanned decades, a living testament to his enduring belief that art is the one true constant in an ever-changing world. As the world grapples with the ethical and emotional implications of this unprecedented leak, questions about its origins remain a subject of intense speculation. Was this footage meant to be a private memento for those closest to him, a sacred record of his final hours? Or was it the result of a breach of trust, an act of intrusion, that has left his family reeling? Sources close to Kilmer have been tight-lipped about the circumstances surrounding the leak, leaving fans and critics alike to piece together fragments of a story that seems almost too surreal to be real. The ambiguity surrounding the video's release has only fueled the fire of speculation, prompting discussions about digital privacy, the sanctity of one's final moments, and the responsibilities of those who hold power in the realm of information. In the midst of this maelstrom of controversy and emotion, there are moments that stand out for their sheer beauty and poignancy. In one segment of the video, Kilmer appears to address the camera directly, his voice soft and measured as he utters words that seem to encapsulate his life's philosophy. "When I'm gone, I hope they remember the passion, not the pain," he says, his tone imbued with a quiet resolve. This simple yet powerful statement has resonated with audiences around the globe, becoming a mantra for those who wish to honor his memory. By focusing on the vibrant, passionate life he led rather than the inevitable sorrow of his departure, it is a call to celebrate the brilliance of his art, a reminder that even in the face of mortality, there is beauty and there is hope. The cultural impact of Kilmer's work is immeasurable, and the viral spread of this intimate footage has only reinforced his status as a transformative figure in the world of entertainment. From his early days in independent cinema to his breakout roles in major blockbusters, Kilmer's journey was marked by a fearless willingness to take risks and challenge conventions. His performances were not merely portrayals of characters, they were explorations of the human condition, each one a window into the complexities of emotion and experience. In the wake of the leaked video, critics and fans alike are re-examining his body of work, finding new layers of meaning in performances that were once seen only through the lens of entertainment. The footage has become a catalyst for a broader cultural conversation about what it means to truly live and to leave behind a legacy that transcends the boundaries of time. Throughout his career, Kilmer was known for his candid reflections on fame and the burdens that often accompanied it. In moments of introspection, he acknowledged that the relentless scrutiny of the public eye could sometimes be a double-edged sword, offering both adulation and isolation. He once admitted, "I loved the art, but the spotlight was always a double-edged sword," a confession that now takes on an even deeper significance. In the quiet solitude captured in the leaked video, one can sense the weight of a lifetime spent under the relentless gaze of the world, a gaze that, in his final moments, seems to have softened into something almost tender. The contrast between his public persona and the private man revealed in the footage is striking, offering a glimpse into a man who was as introspective and sensitive as he was brilliant and charismatic. In the wake of the leak, conversations have emerged that probe the boundaries between personal grief and collective memory. Many believe that the footage, while deeply personal, carries an important message about the impermanence of life and the enduring power of art. The image of Kilmer, quiet and contemplative, stands as a stark reminder that even the greatest stars eventually fade from the stage. Yet their legacy persists in the hearts of those who love them. This duality of loss and remembrance has sparked passionate debates among film scholars, cultural commentators, and ordinary fans who find in his final moments a symbol of both beauty and sorrow. There is a growing consensus that while the method of the footage's release may be controversial, its impact is undeniable, a poignant encapsulation of the eternal struggle between mortality and the desire for immortality through art. The narrative of Kilmer's life and career is intricately interwoven with the fabric of cinematic history. His performances have not only entertained, but also challenged audiences to confront the realities of human existence, its joys, its sorrows, and its inevitable end. In reflecting on his legacy, one is reminded of the many roles he inhabited, each one a testament to a life lived with passion and authenticity. The leaked video, with its unguarded moments of tenderness and introspection, now becomes an unexpected epilogue to a story that has long captivated the imagination of millions. It is as if, in his final act, Kilmer has given us one last performance, a masterful display of vulnerability and grace that transcends the conventional narrative of celebrity and mortality. As the days pass and the footage continues to circulate, the cultural dialogue surrounding Kilmer's legacy evolves in real time. Social media platforms are awash with reflections on his career, and every shared memory and heartfelt tribute adds to the mosaic of his public persona. There is a profound sense of collective mourning, tempered by a celebration of his artistic contributions that unites people from all walks of life. In a world that often seems driven by transient trends and fleeting moments, the enduring resonance of Kilmer's work reminds us of the timeless power of genuine expression. His words, captured in moments of unguarded truth, now serve as both a farewell and an invitation, a call to remember that the true essence of art lies in its ability to mirror the human spirit in all its complexity. The unfolding narrative of this leaked footage has also reignited discussions about the nature of legacy in the digital age. In a time when every moment can be recorded, shared, and immortalized online, the boundaries between public celebration and private tragedy have become increasingly blurred. For many, the footage represents a poignant example of how modern technology can simultaneously preserve and intrude upon the intimate moments of our lives. It raises important questions about consent, the right to a private farewell, and the responsibilities of those who control the flow of information in an increasingly interconnected world. Yet, amid the controversy, there is also a sense of inevitability, a recognition that the digital era has fundamentally altered the way we remember and honor those who have passed. In this context, Kilmer's final moments captured in the dim light of a quiet room take on a new significance as both a personal goodbye and a universal statement about the nature of human existence. Within the emotional tapestry of the leaked video, there is a palpable interplay between memory and legacy. Every nuance of Kilmer's expression, every pause laden with unspoken words, invites viewers to reflect on their own understanding of life and death. His subtle smile and the soft glimmer in his eyes suggest that even as the final chapter of his life was being written, there was a sense of acceptance and gratitude for the journey he had undertaken. He once mused, "The roles I played were just masks. The real me was always in the shadows," a thought that now takes on an almost prophetic quality. In the interplay of light and shadow in the footage, one can almost sense the presence of those unspoken truths, the joys and sorrows that defined his existence, and the quiet resolve that allowed him to face the end with dignity. The viral spread of this intimate recording has led to a broader reflection on the ephemeral nature of fame. For decades, Val Kilmer occupied a space in popular culture where his image was larger than life, his performances the stuff of legend. Yet in the privacy of his final moments, the very qualities that made him an icon, are rendered in a raw, unembellished light. It is a reminder that behind every celebrated persona lies a human being, subject to the same fragility and impermanence as the rest of us. This realization has sparked a movement among his admirers to look beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood and to appreciate the deeper, more enduring aspects of his legacy. His art, they argue, will continue to speak to future generations long after the memory of his physical presence has faded into history. In the quiet aftermath of the leak, as the world absorbs the enormity of what has been revealed, there is a renewed focus on the values that Kilmer held dear throughout his life. His commitment to authenticity, his refusal to be confined by the expectations of fame, and his deep-seated belief in the transformative power of art have all become rallying cries for those who view the footage as a final, unfiltered testament. In one particularly moving moment captured on camera, his voice, soft yet resolute, seems to convey a message that transcends the immediate circumstances, that the essence of one's life is measured not by the accolades received, but by the passion with which one lives. This message, delivered in the most vulnerable of moments, resonates deeply in a time when so many are searching for meaning in an increasingly fragmented world. The conversation surrounding this unprecedented leak has also prompted reflections on the nature of celebrity in modern society. In an era where every private moment can become public fodder, the right to a dignified farewell becomes an issue of paramount importance. For many, the footage represents an inadvertent, yet profoundly moving portrait of a man who was unafraid to live on his own terms, even when faced with the inevitability of death. It is a testament to the idea that true artistry lies not in the perfection of one's public image, but in the honest expression of one's innermost thoughts and feelings. In witnessing Kilmer's final moments, viewers are invited to consider the possibility that there is a beauty in imperfection, a power in vulnerability, and a timeless quality in the unguarded truth of the human experience. Even as debates rage on about the ethical implications of the leak, there is an undeniable undercurrent of admiration for the legacy that Val Kilmer leaves behind. His life, marked by groundbreaking performances, fearless artistic choices, and a relentless pursuit of truth, continues to inspire those who seek to challenge the conventional narratives of success and fame. The leaked footage, with all its raw emotion and unfiltered reality, has become a symbol of the enduring power of art to capture the complexities of life in a way that transcends time and space. It is a reminder that the impact of a great artist is not diminished by the passage of time, but rather amplified by the timeless resonance of their work. In reflecting on the man behind the myth, one cannot help but feel that Kilmer's final moments were imbued with a quiet grace that speaks to a lifetime of experience and wisdom. His words, spoken softly in the stillness of that final recording, invite us to reconsider our own perceptions of life and death. There is an unspoken understanding that while the physical form may fade, the spirit of creativity and passion endures. The legacy of Val Kilmer is not confined to the silver screen. It lives on in the hearts and minds of those who have been touched by his work, and in the silent eternal echoes of a life lived boldly and authentically. As the controversy continues to swirl and new details emerge, it is clear that this is more than just a leaked video. It is a moment of reckoning for an entire generation of moviegoers and art lovers alike. The narrative of Val Kilmer's final days, as captured in this unexpected footage, challenges us to confront the paradox of fame, the tension between public adoration and private suffering, between the immortalization of art and the ephemeral nature of life itself. In a world that often seems obsessed with the superficial trappings of celebrity, this glimpse into the personal and the profound reminds us that the true measure of a life is found in the passion, creativity, and integrity that it embodies. In the end, the leaked footage stands as both a tribute and a cautionary tale, a powerful reminder of the delicate balance between the public and the private, the celebrated and the forgotten. It compels us to ask difficult questions about the nature of legacy, the right to privacy, and the responsibilities we have toward those who have given us so much joy through their art. Even as debates about the ethics of its release continue, there is an undeniable beauty in the way the footage captures the essence of Val Kilmer, a man who until the very end refused to be defined solely by the roles he played or the public image he cultivated. This extraordinary glimpse into Kilmer's final hours forces us to reckon with the fact that every life, no matter how luminous, eventually fades from the spotlight. Yet it is precisely in this fading that we find the true art of living, a celebration of every fleeting moment, every whispered goodbye, and every quiet smile in the face of life's relentless march. Kilmer's legacy, immortalized by decades of unforgettable performances, is now enriched by the raw and unfiltered humanity of his final moments. As the world watches, captivated by the bittersweet beauty of this farewell, it is clear that his influence will continue to resonate, not only as a cinematic icon, but as a profound reminder of the enduring power of art to capture the truth of the human spirit. In the tapestry of modern culture, few figures have managed to evoke as much passion and introspection as Val Kilmer. His life was a series of performances that transcended the ordinary, challenging audiences to see beyond the surface of celebrity and to embrace the deeper, often unspoken truths that define our existence. The leaked footage, in its stark honesty, serves as a final ode to a man who never shied away from the complexities of his own nature. It is an invitation to mourn, to celebrate, and ultimately to remember that every farewell carries within it the seeds of new beginnings, a poignant reminder that the art of living is eternal. As the emotional resonance of this video continues to ripple across the globe, its impact on the cultural zeitgeist is becoming increasingly apparent. Conversations that began in hushed tones among die-hard fans have now erupted into public debates, artistic tributes, and heartfelt expressions of grief and admiration. The world is watching, not merely to see a celebrity in his final moments, but to witness a symbol of resilience, vulnerability, and the unyielding human spirit. In this shared experience of collective mourning and celebration, Val Kilmer's voice continues to speak to us, a voice that reminds us that while the body may eventually fall silent, the echo of a life lived with passion and truth endures forever. In the final analysis, what has emerged from this heartbreaking leak is not simply an image of a dying man, but a testament to the enduring power of art and the indomitable spirit of those who dare to live authentically. Val Kilmer, in his quiet farewell, has left us with a parting message that is as stirring as it is profound. His gentle smile, the wistful glimmer in his eyes, and the measured cadence of his parting words are all elements of a final performance that transcends the mere act of saying goodbye. Instead, they serve as a reminder that in every ending there is a spark of eternal beauty, a spark that, once ignited, continues to burn brightly in the hearts of all who believe in the transformative power of art. Even as the world grapples with the ethical dilemmas posed by the leak, there is an underlying current of admiration for a man who never ceased to challenge convention and to redefine what it means to be an artist. The raw emotion captured in those final minutes offers a window into the soul of Val Kilmer, a soul that was as complex as it was brilliant, as fragile as it was indomitable. His words, his expressions, and the sheer vulnerability he displayed in his final moments remind us that true greatness is not measured by the accolades one amasses, but by the courage to be unapologetically oneself. In the face of life's inevitable trials, this remarkable moment in cinematic history will undoubtedly be studied and discussed for years to come. It forces us to confront the interplay between legacy and mortality, between the public persona and the private heart. In the silent dialogue between Kilmer and the camera, there is a profound meditation on the nature of existence, a meditation that resonates with anyone who has ever faced the reality of impermanence. The beauty of the footage lies not in its ability to shock, but in its capacity to inspire a deeper understanding of what it means to live fully and to embrace the fleeting nature of every precious moment. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button for a new video.